one and only hip hop gamer, Hot 97, Logitech G is going down. Now look, I know it's Black History Month, but Black Excellence happens every day. Alright, it happens every day. And I got somebody I gotta introduce y'all to, you know what I'm saying? So the name of the establishment is called Black Sands Entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Comics, games, all of that is coming through right now. It's going down. So last but not least, I'm honored to introduce to y'all the one and only. Put your hands together for MANUEL GODOY. Hopefully I said the name right. Sorry if I didn't. What's going on, MANUEL? What's poppin', baby?
Yeah, thank you so much. Yo, really appreciate you taking your time to go and talk to me, man. It's a great thing, great month, obviously, right?
Yeah.
And a great year in 2020. I know a lot of people didn't have that story, but we did, and our community is going booming right now. So let's get it.
Yeah, I could tell,
And
man.
it's Godoy.
So,
It's
yo,
Godoy,
let's get right to it, bro. Let's get right to it, man. One thing that I love so much when I talk to like anyone that has a passion is how did that passion come about? Like, how was it born? You know what I'm saying? Let's get down to the nitty gritty. So, Black Sands Entertainment. Why? Like, what's the why in it?
I've been watching the industry for years. I'm an economics major, so I kind of study numbers. And I was pretty appalled at the fact that in 40 years we have never seen anything about African history, period. Anything prior to slavery just doesn't exist in Hollywood. And it's crazy how much they invest in other, cultures in the world, but never do it for us, almost as if it was an agenda, right? To do it, to not do it. So the only way possible to do it was to do it yourself. And the only way to do it yourself was to get the numbers. So that's what we've been doing for years, was chasing numbers. And now we seem to be an unstoppable force. And, our investors are very happy with what's going on right now.
Yo, I can tell. I can tell, son. Let's get it. So, first question, man. Let's jump right into it. With this particular project, you know what I'm saying, just with Black Sands Entertainment, the movement and stuff like that, the key word to me was entertainment. So to me, it's not limiting to anything. But I want to start out with the comics and stuff like that. Like, how do you feel about what you're bringing to the comic book world with the Black Sands Entertainment, the characters that you're creating? Like, what's your goal, especially this year and beyond, in terms of the impact that you're looking to make, bro?
Yeah, it's like what we're really doing is, we're bridging the world between comics and manga, right?
Ooh,
So it has
okay.
that seriousness and real, like, long story driven agenda that mangas typically have, right? They're not episodic, where comics are very episodic, but we still end up having the aesthetics that is familiar with an American audience.
Mm.
So, they can enjoy it as well. Maybe it doesn't feel too foreign to them, right? And at the end of the day, we came up with Black Sands, and Black Sands has always been popping in the comic space. We really have been doing some big numbers. We sell about like at least 5,000 books a month, right?
Wow.
Yeah, and it's just growing from here. It just keeps growing and growing and growing, and people just think it's lit, right? History in the comics, right? It's entertainment focused, right? But there's a lot of historical references that allows it to really hit a different kind of thing. So even comic book people who don't like comic books at all buy the stuff.
Yeah.
Right?
No, nah, trust me, I get it. And then one thing I want to touch on that you mentioned with edutainment and stuff like that. I like the fact that you said that. So I actually just came back from Florida Memorial University. You know what I'm saying? That HBCU, and there's a bunch of HBCUs that's really looking to get into esports and gaming and just the culture overall, because they obviously see what it is and where it's going, and how impactful the gaming space is. So what I wanted to ask you is, from an edutainment standpoint, what are you looking to do over at Black Sands Entertainment to incorporate your comics and your characters and what you're building there into the world of education? Because there's a lot that can be learned and taught from the way you guys design and deliver your products. So talk to me about that. What are your plans there, if you have any plans at all?
Well, the main things I see when it comes to like the current agendas of schools in general is, most public schools are 90% minority, especially in the South. It's like basically an entirely black school. They might as well call them HBCUs, public schools by now, right?
Wow.
Because they're straight up black,
Facts.
and that's because of economic reasons. White kids tend to go to private schools or charters or something, right? And it's just been a movement like that. So what we want to do is first get these kids to like reading. They don't want to read a story about some stupid little talking pig. They want to read a story about they want to read Naruto or something similar to that, right? They want that,
Yeah.
right? And if you just simply get them reading at a very high rate, then eventually you can teach them more compelling things. But first you gotta get them interested in reading. And right now the old books ain't gonna do it for them. Not when they got TikTok in their phone, right? Like watching that stuff. They need something that's gonna get them to actually care, and that's what this content is. Huge fan base among young readers, right? Because it's very similar to Naruto in the feel of it.
Yeah.
But then it's their culture, so it means more.
Yeah, absolutely. You know what I'm saying? It hit different. You know what I'm saying? It's period. It just hits different when you see it in the way that y'all are presenting it. You understand? So that's what I love about it as well, because you actually get more out of it. So now let's dive a little deeper, right? Now, one of the things I had to ask you, bro, is, because obviously Hot 97, hip hop and everything, like, what's some artists, some of your favorite artists that you would love to put in the Black Sands entertainment world? Like, you know what I'm saying? If you could take a few artists and, make them as characters in your movie. Yeah, actual characters in your movie. Talk to me, bro. I need to know this. I see you smiling, so I need to know, bro.
Okay. Well, Akon in general, I need Akon. I want him as a business partner. I don't care if he's in my stuff or not. But, I need people who are unapologetically African oriented, right? So I want somebody like that around me. DJ Khaled. Why? Because I literally have one of the characters designed on when he was younger. So before he was in the hip hop game, but he dude was fresh even back then, and I was like, I'm designing the king of Byblos, right?
Yeah.
Which is these are Arabic dudes. So I said, man, DJ Khaled. That's what we're gonna have as that's what we're gonna have as the king.
Another one. Another one.
If you get a chance, tell him he's in there, man. We got him in there, and so he'd be a good one. And we just have some cool ideas for people like that, right? It's just hip hop is a huge thing to us. We have an official album for hip hop on our DVD, right? And a whole bunch of artists from Denver, Ramon, he made our album. It's straight up legit, authentic, but clean, right? Because our brand is clean, so we ain't try to.
Yeah, nah, absolutely. Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, I want in. Like, they don't just call me HipHopGamer because I love hip hop and I grew up in the culture, stuff like that. I'm an artist as well. I make songs for games. Like, I'm a character in Watch Dogs 2. I'm a character in NBA 2K Playgrounds 1 and 2. I did the theme songs for these games. I did the theme song for Twisted Metal. Like, I do this for real. So we gotta talk. Like, off camera, we gotta talk, bro. For real. And you know what I think would be really cool? I gotta give a shout out to my man Papoose. That's my guy. Papoose said that this is his final year rapping. Like, he's retiring this year. So maybe before this year's out, you know what I'm saying? Maybe you could get something from him for the Black Sands movement before he call it quits. But I just had to throw that out there because Pap is my man, and when you want authenticity and lyrics and real culture, he's that guy. You know what I'm saying? That can bring it. So now moving on, bro. What I would love to know, like I ask this to everybody, but I think it's very important. So what I want to ask you is, congratulations first on all the success and all the growth that's happening. And I love genuinely seeing you smile and genuinely seeing you happy. Like, I love it. I feel it. I'm seeing you right now. What I want to ask you is this. What was one of the moments in your life where you felt like you was at your lowest and things just couldn't work? You couldn't, figure things out. But in that moment, you managed to find strength that allowed you to be successful today.
Okay. I would say my lowest moment was when I used to make like freaking $100,000 a year as an engineer after the military. So I was making big money.
Wow.
And during that time period, this is when outsourcing was starting to become a thing, right? So engineering job. I ain't get no degree in engineering. It was just something that I was. They said, "Hey, you want to try this out?" I learned it and I started doing it, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, "Okay, I got this. This is great money right here, and I can do this for my career." And everything got outsourced to India. Like the whole field across the entire United States got outsourced at the same time. It was just
Wow.
random, like instant. And that messed me up because there is no transferability with that job, and I didn't even have a degree in it, so I wasn't a real engineer, right? I was just a really smart guy.
Wow. Hey,
Right? So
wow. This is crazy. Go ahead. Wow.
yeah, so I had to basically start over and get an education, even though I was like, I don't need an education. This is where I'm at. This is where my wages are supposed to be at, right? And eventually, I had to reset, go to school, try to do this, that, and the other. I tried to get in creative fields originally, had a hard time doing that, and I was unemployed for about 5 years. Thank goodness I was a veteran, so
Wow. Yeah.
I had EA benefits to cover me for a large portion of that. But because I wasn't gonna do no low level job, right? After doing so many things in my career in the first place, right? I was like, I gotta get something like that level, or I can't
Yeah.
go in. So eventually, I got a government job, right? And I was working in the government for a year. And right at the end of my tenure, where I was gonna get permanent status, they let me go on like the last week, right? Because they didn't want me to have permanent status. The person in
Bro,
charge didn't want me to have permanent status.
are you serious? Right? Yo, that's just evil, bro. That's crazy.
Then I released Black Sands, and that took off, and then I never had to work again. Yeah, nowadays, I decide how much I want to be paid, right?
Wow. Clap it up. Clap it up for my man Manuel, man. That's amazing, yo. Oh man, so I gotta follow up on that one because that was crazy. So when you started Black Sands, you have a lot of people out there. So I have a program called Gaming and Guidance, and what I do is I utilize a lot of the clips from people like yourself that's extremely inspirational, that's living it, that's doing it, like living that dream. So one thing I want to ask you, especially with the kids that see this and just people in general that see this, when you started Black Sands, entertainment, like a lot of people have a fear of just starting, period. Like, with whatever it is that they want to do. So out of all the stuff that you've gone through, what I'm saying, from the money that you was making, then this happened, then a veteran, and then how somebody tried to block you from your like all this other crazy stuff. When you started Black Sands Entertainment, what's one of the most difficult things that you had to kind of like navigate through and figure out before it became something that was established, and now you can like really really see where it's going?
Well, one thing was, I took everything from a business perspective, right? So, a
Mm.
lot of people when they go into the creative fields, they're looking for that, like, just finish the book, right? That was their
Mm.
end goal, is get that book out, figure out what happens next.
Right.
With us, I always had this rule in my head, like the three deaths of publishing, right? I got to defeat the three deaths before I can ever call myself whole, right? And the first step was, right, finish your book, finish it professionally. The second one was sell at a high volume, right? And then the
Mm.
third third one was, scalability. You say, can you start making profits off of these large amount of sales, right? So you have to. It's like if you don't do if you fail at any of those places, you can flatline and never grow again. I've seen people at um, comic book comic conventions, right?
Yeah.
And they've been there for 10 years, and they got like 6 books, and they just been there, and it's like something has to change, right?
Yeah.
And I never wanted to be in that position, so I always went harder and harder and harder every year. I think the first year we did like a $4,000 Kickstarter, raised 20,000, and the
Mm.
next year, everybody else, the next campaign they do like 5,000. Next campaign we did was $50,000.
Wow.
I said, y'all want an
Yo.
animation? You better pay for it. I ain't doing it. 'Cause,
Yeah,
everybody
like
tries to do it for clout. They're like, yo, I'm gonna do an animation because everybody's asking me for it. I'm like, nah, y'all pay for it. Y'all pay for it. I'm gonna do it. You hold me accountable. I'm gonna do it, right?
yeah.
But y'all gotta do this day because it's expensive and it will mess up my plans. I can't stop making comic books in order to chase what people think would be cool. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You gotta run the business. exactly the way the business is supposed to run according to the business plan.
Right. I love it, man. See, one thing I love how firm like you are when you have a decision and when you want to do something and you have a plan, you focus on it, you execute it, and there's a lot of outside noise that could come in and try to distract you, but like I love the fact that you're sure, of what you're going to do and you do it. You know what I'm saying? And then you become a leader in your own space that other people will be able to now say, "Wow, there's a lot I can learn from this person." That's incredible, man. I love it. So now I want to talk to you about PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X. I got the PlayStation 5 right here. You know what I'm saying? Just had to show it to you real quick. Yo, bro, Black Sands. Wait, what? What? Say it again.
Give me one, man.
You don't got. Hold up, bro. Hold up.
I can't figure out where to order it at all, and I don't want to go to eBay because I don't trust them.
Oh, nah. I wouldn't trust eBay either. But are you serious, bro? I thought you would have had it. Like, oh man, okay, all right.
I would have, and I would have bought it with the company too.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm studying the competition, R&D. Let's go.
Yo, let's go. All right, cool. All right, so check this out, B. PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X. First off, what are your thoughts, on both systems? I mean, I know you don't have the system yet, but just what are your thoughts on, things that you may have seen or came across? And Black Sands Entertainment, man, we need a game, bro. We need that fighting game on the system. Then talk to me.
Right now.
I know you do. Like, bro, I'm not sure if you know, but like I done had conversations, for like probably like a little over a year, regarding Black Sands Entertainment. Like, you know what I'm saying? People that I spoke with. So I'm just telling you right now that like I've been following. So this is more of an honor than for me. Like to speak with you. Like seriously, man. So yeah, now I know you just said that you got a game in development. So what I want to talk to you more about that. Now that you're at where you at and you're making this game, going into this medium, what's some of the challenges that you're facing with this game, but what's also some of the things that you start to realize that, wow, once we get this done, it's going to take us to the next level. So, give me some info on that.
Yeah, the main thing is we have such a strong organic base of customer support that, breaking even is the easy part, right? It's like you already know you'll break even right off the bat. So what is the risk other than, not having the manpower or not having the expertise to develop the product? Right. So I'm never the person who goes and tries to build it myself because I don't know how to program games. I'm not going to go and build that from the ground up. I got to hire a studio, and that's what we're doing in order to develop this. We're making a JRPG. Why? Because we want to have cost efficiency and focus on the story and make dope characters. We want to have a small amount of dope characters in a modern day JRPG similar to Night Chasers Battle Chasers.
Okay.
So Battle Chasers Night War type feel to it, right? And we think that will play to our
audience
field of expertise, which is the look and feel of our ridiculously dope designs for our characters, right? It's like that really captures that essence. And as far as like the Xbox and what's it called?
PS5, PlayStation 5, yeah.
PlayStation 5. We're initially building that for Steam, right? So PC.
Got you.
But obviously people port all the time, right? So we're gonna be looking to porting. We're already thinking of that as we're developing it. That eventually will be ported to other consoles as well.
Now, would you be interested in like let's say a game like Guilty Gear, XR, because Guilty Gear is dope, like, you know what I'm saying, or even, Mortal Kombat, because, Ed Boon is always big on bringing special characters to their games and stuff like that, as well as Tekken doing similar things. Have you thought about that in terms of, potentially your characters that you're creating get so big, get that mainstream extra commercial success? Like, would you actually license out your character to be used in other games and stuff like that?
Like labs and stuff like that?
Yeah, like I think that would be so dope, but I just want to know from you, what would you do it?
Yeah, it really depends on what it is. Like, for instance, like the deals that they do with like mobile games.
Yeah.
I like those. Like they'll have like a limited release, like where it's like they'll have some anime or something and they'll have characters in there brought into like Epic 7 or something. They'll have like some some major game or anime, and they'll do the deal with them or a limited release where these characters are literally in that game and people can unlock them for X amount of time.
Yeah.
Those are really good deals, right? They're really really good deals, right? They're paying for a special promotion and they get it in. Same thing for all these places. I got no problem with that because they're not taking the character from any video game ever again.
Right.
Right. They're only borrowing the character specifically for their title, and that's a good deal. We are interested also in licensing eventually, right? Once we get the market cap to do it. Like I like the Warhammer approach to business. So if you know the Warhammer approach to business is whoever the hell wants to make a game based off of Warhammer, right? They're like, you pay your license fee and you give us a royalty after you break even, and you can make that you can make a tabletop game, you can make a freaking a tactical RPG, you can make a first-person shooter, you can make a card game. They don't care because at the end of the day, their IP is hot, right?
Yeah.
And somebody who likes making card games in general wants to use their IP to get a really strong base and then make a dope card game, right? And I have no problem with that. I don't like builds and stuff myself, right? Especially these deals are great for them because what's the negative to that, right? You can't make 20 different games at a time, but if 20 different studios license your characters out, license your IP out to make 20 different games, it'll be way more lucrative than you could ever imagine, and you still own the IP.
Yeah. Wow. Yo, man. Yo, listen. I'm gonna tell you something that I would love for you to do, but I would love for you to do like a tour, like once the game is out, when you get to the point where that's out and that's released or whatever it is. But I would love for you to do a tour, with all the colleges to literally speak about what you do, your journey, everything, man. You just a dope individual, bro, and I appreciate you, man. I had seriously, I had a great time right now getting to know you even more, but just learning from you as I speak to you during this interview has been incredible. It's been the best part. For real, man. You have no idea how inspirational you actually are. I thank you, man. I thank you big time. So I got a couple more questions, man, and then I'll wrap it up, man. I have I'm not sure if anybody ever told you this, but I have a vision for what you guys is doing right now, what y'all building right now. So, 50 Cent, right? He has, the TV show Power, but he has, Power Book 1, Power Book 2, and his whole idea is to create a Marvel universe amongst something that deals with real life and real characters that he's building around things that he's experienced. And I just think it's genius how he's doing that. And when I look at Black Sense Entertainment, in my mind, I'm thinking about the game. I'm thinking about the movies. I love how you put the movies out, bro. You know what I'm saying? I know you can't see it now, but in this interview, the way it's designed, I have one of the movies running right now as we're speaking. Yeah, so it's dope. You're going to see. But the movies, the characters, and even the name, Black Sands, all this stuff and where it's going, man. I think you have the ability to corner every area of the market with what you're creating right now, man. So, I said that to say this. If there's anything that you can say, I know you mentioned Akon to do business with or whatever, but what's the next step for you, with Black Sands Entertainment? What's that next step that's going to take you to the next level?
I got a really clear next step, so I think this would be perfect for you. Our app is coming out at the end of this month, roughly, right? We're doing our last testing. So we're doing our last testing phase for our app. This app is basically a Webtoons competitor. It has all the features of Webtoons with a forum, right? Because black people gotta talk. We can't.
Oh yeah, you know how that go. You already know what it is.
Talk trash.
Yep.
We gotta see if it be Goku or not. So let's go. So we got an app. We got a forum on there as well. We got 30 creators already signed to our app. So we're gonna have 30 different titles on launch. 400 plus episodes, Webtoon size.
Wow.
It's free, so nobody has to pay to sign up or download. It's on iOS and Droid.
Yes.
And
Droid life.
And we're gonna take over TikTok. so we're just gonna carpet bomb the hell out of TikTok, so everybody's gonna download this bad boy. And after that, once we have a strong launch on there and get a couple 100,000 users, we're gonna do our next investment round. Our next investment round will probably be $3 million for 20% of our company for the app. So they buy 20% of the app for $3 million. Strong valuation. We already raised $1 million, and we already have a $10 million valuation on our company, and that was before we did all this stuff, right?
Wow. Clap it up, bro. Clap it up. Let's go. Go ahead. Keep going.
And then after that, we got our show coming out in the summer. That's going to be Black Sands coming out with the actual high-end animation. It's about an 8-minute film. Once that comes out, we're immediately going to do our A-plus round for $30 million to fully fund the entire season of Black Sands, first season of Black Sands. The people who fund it, which would be you and all the other fans of Black Sands, are going to own a piece of the license.
Stop playing with me, bro. Stop playing with me, son.
Not stock. The license. So if Black Sands is $1 billion IP in the future, you getting checks. Everybody's getting checks because license is a lot different from stock. Stock is, the market. You got to sell it on the market. You got to hold it for X. Whatever money comes in, you get your cut. It's like dividends on crack. That's what I like saying. Right?
I like that.
Right?
Yo,
and
listen.
If you believe it, if you see it, and that's the product, right? This thing that we've released in the summer, if you see it and you say that could be $1 billion, if you say that's the only question. I'm saying don't. I'm not selling you anything else. I'm not telling you about amazing things we're gonna do. This is the final product, and we're gonna make a whole season of this product right here. This is what it's gonna look like, the highest end possible. And he said, billion or not. If you don't believe it, don't invest.
Wow. Bro, well, listen, I'm telling you right now, like, I believe it, and I believed it, like, since, like, years ago. Like I told you, I've been aware. I even seen demos of the game. Like, I know. So, I'm telling you right now, man, we got to have a deeper conversation here, like, you know, off camera, because, like, I want in, and I feel like with all the resources you have and resources that I got collectively with, you know, just people that we know and things that we're doing, we could literally change the game, but like shift the whole direction of how people think in terms of it's too much, bro. Go ahead.
Bro, I just had an article with Atlanta Black Star, right? They reached out to us. You know, I love Atlanta Black Star. I've always followed them, right? But they were crazy and bold enough to go and put in my article my Hannibal Barker line, right? So I have this idea that I am Hannibal Barker, right? I am the Hannibal Barker of comics.
Yep.
Right? And my people have been tyrannized by Rome for at least 50 years. We weren't allowed to do our thing, right?
Right.
And Hannibal said, I don't care if we lose every single man, woman, and child in our empire. We are going to see Rome burn.
Wow.
Right? It's not about winning. It's not about money. It's not about anything. It's about seeing Rome burn. And just like Chance the Rapper basically ruined the entire music industry, they used to make the most one-sided deals in the world until Chance had millions of dollars all by himself and won awards independently.
Yeah.
Then it was like they had to make way better. Everybody in the industry had to make way better deals, otherwise they were screwed.
Yep.
Right. And it was like, and that's the kind of thing that I hope Black Sands does, to the point where it's so disruptive.
Yeah.
That people say, I don't want a Disney deal, and then Disney got to say, damn, I actually got to give these people power now. Otherwise, I'll never get a good item again, because these guys right here did it all without us. You know what I'm saying?
Yo.
I've always got this story too. The dude that wrote Naruto,
Yeah.
he's worth $40 million today. Naruto is worth $15 billion.
Wow.
Naruto's worth $15 billion, and he, the creator of the show, the creator of the series that wrote every single chapter of the series, is worth $40 million. Not even 1%. That's the Hollywood deal. That's Hollywood deal.
Crazy.
That's the Hollywood deal.
Wow, yo. And you know what's so crazy is 40 million sounds like a lot, but it's not in comparison to what you just said everything is worth. That's great. Yo, this interview, once again, man, I thank you. I thank you so much, Manuel. More people need to like know about you. I mean, I know you're well known and stuff, but yeah, we gotta take this to the next level,
should have
bro.
more.
Yeah, we gotta take this to the next level, man. Like for real, this is big time. This is big time right here. So look, I'm gonna tell you straight up on camera, if there's anything I can do in my like power, whatever, to help out everything that you're trying to build, it'd be an honor. Let's talk about it. Let's figure that out. But whatever it is, I want in, because this right here is powerful and positive, and that's what I'm about.
Yeah,
Period.
we'll definitely make some plays, because at the end of the day, everybody got a different Rolodex.
Yeah,
Right? So,
you already know what it is. You already know what it is.
So who you call and what you can do. So we'll see where things will line up and everything else, and we can make some plays. You know what I mean?
Definitely, man. So look, on that note, man, is there anybody you want to shout out? Let everybody know where they can find you and where they can find these projects, man.
Yeah, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, Black Sands Entertainment, no spaces across there. TikTok's my livest area right now. I really do some damage over there. And download that app. App's coming soon, man. Get ready to go. Those app things should be on Google very soon, on Google Play and the App Store. They should definitely be there very soon. And once you do that, pre-register, get up in there, get ready to go day one. We got to make this viral. I want to see people going online, doing roles and stuff. Oh, we got a gotcha system in our app.
Yeah, like yo, I can't wait, man. And on that,
I want some Twitch streams. That's
yeah,
what
like
I want.
yo, we can do this. We can make this happen, bro. Yo, question.
Yeah, we gotta make this happen.
Before we get out of here, quick question. Do the app, like how where do people would go to sign up and invest for the license opportunity that you spoke about earlier?
Oh yeah, so we always do our investment rounds on WeFunder. So
Okay.
WeFunder.com. That's where we do our equity crowdfunding.
Okay.
And the first round will be stock. So that's just straight up stock in the app, right? If you believe in the app and where it's going, you buy that stock for that.
Okay.
And then and that's going to be the accelerator for the app, right? We
Okay.
get that money. We invest in creators. We invest in the infrastructure and everything else, and the advertising and influencer marketing and stuff like that.
Right.
And we just throw that bastard out the water, right?
Right.
And then for the actual show, that's the license play, right?
Got
That's
you.
the big license play. And just to let you know, if anybody's ever planning on investing in that, the first $2 million of that round will be double license.
Yo, I want in immediately. That I want in. I'm telling you right now, son. I want in on that.
Double license for the first 2 million, because I want that first 2 million gone so fast that everybody's writing articles like, no, what happened? What's going on?
Let's go. Yeah, I want
I want that first 2 million out.
I want in on that, like immediately. So, yo, this has been incredible, man. So, listen, once again, everybody, please show y'all love. Go to TikTok, go everywhere. Black Sands Entertainment. I'll say it again. Black Sands Entertainment. My dude Manuel's holding it down. So, it's the one and only HipHopGamer, Logitech G on your Hot 97 every day. That's my word. You already know what it is. One love and God bless, and we are out of here. Peace.